it's like I do not like where we are on this board right here. So it's like we have got to make sure we take care of business in the next few days. We could be a great team in this league. Like I really do think like we could be, I mean, I for sure think we are a playoff caliber team. I for sure think like we're a team that can go and win a tournament. But I think we could be a championship level team. I think we're as good as anybody when we want to be, and it's just about making sure that, you know, we get in our winning ways at the right time and we hit our stride at the right time. And I think it's important context that no team that's won a championship peaked at week 2. No team ever that's won a championship peaked in week 2. So you don't want to peak now.
So starting like preseason, I felt really confident, really good. We were looking like the best team in the league. And then once the virus hit, we hit like some bumps in the road, like going back to the apartments, coming back here. The game just did not feel the same.
54-37. They've outscored the Magic 9-4 in the quarter, 30-18 in the half. And it just continues to crumble for Orlando. There's Splash with a jam. Orlando just cannot get a stop, and even when they do, they can't get the board. Little break from the news. And that one rolls around and down. Everything going right for Brooklyn. Looks like the Magic are going to fall to 1-4, and the Nets are going to get to 500. They're going to be 1-1, and you're going to see this Brooklyn team a lot this week, and I'm talking a lot.
When it comes to week 8, I think I have mixed emotions, mainly because this was supposed to be our round robin held locally in Orlando, which is unfortunate, obviously, because of COVID. We are playing remotely, which is totally okay. But and then after this week, we're actually supposed to have a bye week and then start the rest of our season. Of course, our bye week was moved because of some schedule changes, and then we get the Raptors game moved up and the Warriors game moved up. So instead of a bye week, essentially we have the first and second ranked teams on our schedule, and so our priorities shift.
Sherm was like too far on his outside hip. He wasn't on his inside hip.
Just anticipate it though. If you see him go to the block, we'll try to call it though too, Robbie. If you see it, and I will too. Okay. Obviously, no one's able to be in the room with us for scrimmages and practice and preparation, so they aren't able to see everything that goes into it. But I think that we're feeling pretty good about where we are right now, and obviously we're looking forward to getting DT back as soon as we can here. And literally tomorrow he flies in, so really excited for that. And then I think that's kind of our next phase of the season is the DT magic again, and seeing if we can make that lineup work again and what we can do there. Yeah, so DT's loss here is substantial. Even though there are lots of things that go into this that people don't know, but his energy and his vibe in the room is so needed in this group. He's a really strong personality, one of the funny guys of the group. He's the kind of the guy that lightens the mood a lot of the time. So he's definitely his energy is needed, and we do miss him every day. He's also a big game player, so he lives for moments like this, which is really a shame that he's not able to be here. Really looking forward to getting him back soon as possible. We'd love to have him back. Definitely nothing there that we wouldn't want back here. So looking forward to that. But right now obviously we have to focus with the 5 we have and try to put the best product on the court today and see how competitive we can be right now.
How does I got blocked on the layup and they throw it to Radiant. How does he throw it to Screddy and Screddy has time to set his feet and shoot a 3 and we're not there? I don't understand that. When the that ever happened for us? We have to just not be playing or something. I don't know, bro.
I wouldn't say scrims have been excellent this week. I would say they've been better before, but I actually would say that the 2 times I really felt like we had the best week of scrimmages. We lost both the games. So I don't think that they necessarily correlate. Reed's giving us 41. We gotta be better. The most frustrating thing from my perspective is when we're playing hard left, he still beats us back left. That's got to be the worst one.
He hasn't even been doing that this year.
You're playing in the wrong way, in my opinion. But I think we just give him his right hand.
I don't know what to tell you then. He has no threes. He has all of his points from the paint. How do you want me to play him?
I mean, everything's simple, bro. Everything's easy right now, bro.
Tell me what to do then. I take away his left like I've been doing, like Reed told me this game. He gets in the paint and he scores. He's every point's in the paint.
He's still getting left. Like right there, he drove
he got
left.
like once this whole game. I don't understand.
So that's not a bad thing. I think it's more about what you can take from the scrimmages. Are you replicating the way maybe you can play on stage? Are you mimicking that style? Are you, playing the right way? You can win a game in scrimmages and do it the wrong way, and it doesn't help your team grow and get better. So it's more about focusing on those things right now for us, and just focusing on our own improvement and how we can how we can counter some different teams' play styles and stuff like that. My message to the guys is tip-off tournament, tip-off tournament, tip-off tournament, of course. I'm obviously thinking, what's next as well, already kind of thinking, we don't actually know who we play next because we're waiting on our new schedule with the round robins being moved around, and that was supposed to be our round robin next week in Orlando. Unfortunately, that can no longer happen due to COVID. But even despite that, we're trying to prepare for everyone. We know that we sit at 2-5. We are not happy where we stand. Even if we turn the corner and we're 2-12, we're not going to be happy where we're standing. We're still going to come in every day and we're going to work hard and we're going to try to beat everyone we can and spoil as many seasons as we can. So a lot of people think the Hawks are better than us, right? They sit at 3-3, and we don't feel that way. So hopefully we can show that a little today.
Some things just don't feel the same. So like for example, the other day at a practice, I was like, the way I just showed on the point guard and still got back to the center on a pick and roll, sometimes in a game I feel like I can't do that because my player, like I always say, I feel like I'm 7'6", like I feel like I'm slower. And it is what it is. I know some other teams deal with the same issues, and that's just how this year is. On the bright side, we have a league that we're showing on ESPN2, so that's obviously better than just not playing at all.
Probably 11 off it.
I was just reading off I don't know, we're just miscommunicating right there because me and Robbie are both up. Somebody has.
I mean that's fine, and he can play that pass. He has to get the steal though. I don't know. That's 2 or 3 times they passed it to someone we should have.
That's me. That's my bad. I did not think that was.
It's my fault.
What's the point of gambling when they're boxed?
They have 5 points.
They have 5 points.
Or was it
It's okay. That's what it does on those reaches. What do you mean? On those bumps. Huh?
It's like I've never seen
Yeah.
that.
Every time they call a foul on it, it's a block. We're going to be trying our best to have momentum going into the ticket. I still think no matter what, if we're at the ticket, we're one of the favorites there. I think that those teams at the ticket know that we're a competitive team despite our record. And our losses are to a lot of solid, really good teams in this league. So, we don't feel bad about where we stand in that regard at all. Obviously, there's been lots of challenges that kind of, are almost out of our hands in a lot of ways and, things we're trying to get through. But, we think that if we're going to be a ticket team, we're going to be one of the best teams there and have a legit shot to take it home. I actually am hopeful, and I think that that's a bit surprising considering we're 2-6 and the start of the season has definitely not gone as anticipated. But I see improvement in our game. I see that. I think that at the beginning of the season, I almost felt like we had a gap between us and the top teams right at the start because we just had a month where we just didn't improve very much for whatever reason. COVID and challenges and moving PCs around didn't help us. But I see improvement every day now. I feel like we've closed that gap a lot, and we are playing stylistically the right way to match the meta almost perfectly right now. So I think as long as we continue to improve in some ways, and obviously we're looking at some different things we can improve, ways we can improve externally as well. And if we do that, I think that we're going to be a pretty good team.